you know what? After the week I just had, like Saturday and Sunday, this is what I needed. It's absolutely what I needed. I'm feeling so much better. Emotionally, that is. I mean, my voice is still shot, which is obviously my low. And I didn't win at Scat yesterday. So, man, I was just not getting any good cards at all. I was getting nothing, man. Hopefully playing poorly at Scat is like getting the measles. It only happens once. Famous last words. But my high was literally like going to Scat and Scatty yesterday. Like that was my high. Absolutely was my high. Like playing Scat was a lot of fun. Actually, you know what? Because normally the last two times we had it, we had the spaghetti and dinner first, and then we played Scat. But yesterday we did it in reverse. We were playing Scat as we were waiting for the pasta to cook. I'll be honest, I actually kind of prefer that. You gotta work up an appetite before dinner. Because after dinner, we just sat around, talked, laughed. It was just a lot of fun. I actually kind of prefer it that way. Now that I think about it. We celebrated a couple birthdays, among other things. Yeah, it was great. And, oh my gosh, that family. The family I was with yesterday, they've been so kind. They gave me a couple of gifts in lieu of what happened to my grandmother. Well, I say me and my family, I mean. So after I left, I immediately went back home with my family and gave my parents sad gifts, which they absolutely loved. So if any of you guys from last night are watching this part, thank you. Literally for everything, thank you. I mean, of course I genuinely mean it, but I couldn't express enough just how incredibly grateful I am for you guys. Really and truly. Also, my act of kindness, I made a garlic bread, as well as I brought a bottle of champagne over. And I guess bringing the gifts back to my parents, that was another act of kindness too, so I did a lot. I'll tell you what though, there were times I was laughing so hard yesterday, it really was a good thing I lost my voice. Because you wouldn't want to hear my full laugh. I mean, I don't think I've ever actually laughed the hardest I can laugh doing these videos ever. I don't know if you actually want to see that, I'm not gonna lie. But that's something for another time. Right now, One Piece is back, and man, am I happy. I mean, don't get me wrong. What Ichiro would have had to do in regards to why there was a hiatus in the first place, I totally get. I totally understand. But I can tell you right now, I can barely recall my life without One Piece in it. So I'm really glad to see it back. And I'm excited because now, now I can read it again. Man, I can't believe it's been so long since I've done a reaction to one of these chapters. I mean, it's only been 3 weeks, but it feels like it's been longer. I mean, in those 3 weeks, my grandma died, so that may have something to do with it. But enough about that. Let's get on with the chapter. So, without further delay, One Piece Chapter 1112, Hard Aspects. Okay. Looks like Saint Ethan Baron V. Nostro has neutralized all the Mark 3 pacifistas. Okay. I'll tell you what though, as intimidating as all the as the 5 elders forms are, I gotta give it to Ethan Baron V. Nostro. Like when he goes into because his one is the one that looks like a horse, he can actually make himself look like a centaur. And when he's using his sword, that's so badass. Okay. We're getting back to the ship. Oh wait, no, that's Momokashi, never mind. I'm sorry. Again, I got that one wrong. Ooh. Frankie's gonna find one of the vice admirals. And Frankie wins. Yes. Man, I love seeing Frankie get a win. I'll tell you what though. Well, actually, he had a really good fight against Sasuke. But Frankie's win streak has been pretty solid overall. I mean, before Sasuke during the raid on Onigashima, his last was against Senior Pink during a dress rehearsal, so it's been a while. Okay. Nice. Bonnie turned one of the vice admirals into a baby, and then she kicked him. Oh gosh. Normally I'm against child abuse, but then again, the vice admiral wasn't up before Bonnie turned her into a kid. Not to mention, Bonnie is 12 years old, who made herself look like an adult, so I think that checks out. Alright. Vegas Bucks matches is still going on. Alright, Mars and York are talking. And it looks like Mars has an ability to shoot an energy beam through his mouth, destroying the console, alright? But the message is still going on, alright? Okay. Alright, it looks like York is talking about where everything is. So, second floor building B, weapons development. First floor would be the power plant. Third floor building C has entire supply of gas, pressurized gas cylinders. Okay. Okay, it looks like all the satellites have a neural link, so let's go over here now, okay. I like how York is still convinced he's gonna become a celestial dragon after this. Because Mars is like, Anyway, looks like York and Mars know where it's basically, the transmission may be coming from a triangular shaped transponder snail. Okay. Looks like Stussy stay behind to lower the shield so that the Dodge and Sunny can escape, okay. Kaku is still in the bubble. All right. Mm-hmm. Wait, what's Edison doing? Oh. Okay, so Edison had simulated external damage at 78%. And he just tried blowing up the lava face shield. I'm thinking he's a goner. If he's not, he's going to be in real bad shape. We'll have to see. Okay. Looks like it's back to Luffy and Dorian Broggy fighting the two of the elders. Oh, that missed something. No, I didn't. Okay. Looks like Shepherd Jupiter, the one looks like a sandworm is near the end. And Luffy kicks a giant building into his mouth. That's funny. He's on 5th gear already? Okay. Oh! Okay. So Luffy's hungry. And Dorian Braggy gave him a Hakaru. I think I pronounced it right. Basically, a Hakaru is an Icelandic dish made from the fermentation of Icelandic sharks. It's a very bad smell. Like, it should smell like ammonia. But it's edible. If you ferment it, obviously. So Luffy, he's better then. Okay. Actually, that reminds me. Icelandic Vikings. And that's what the Giants culture is based off of. So that's really cool. Okay, it looks like Luffy's doing a red rock on Top Man War Tree. And it doesn't work. Okay. Oh no. So literally these last two panels are as follows. The last two pages. Red rock doesn't work, diamond work. St. J. Garcia 7 is right where Usopp, Nami, and Chopper are. Ethan, Ben, V, Nostro is where Frankie, Bonnie, and Atlas are. And it looks like Mars found the transponder's nail. But it looks like he's seen something that caught his eye. And that's the end of the chapter. Oh dear. Well, it looks like at this point we've reached the part in the climax where we have now piled on the totally screwed. I mean, hopefully it'll be revealed what happens later, what Mars is looking at. And come to think of it, what happened to the Iron Giant? Like literally chapter 1111 ended with the Iron Giant saying, "Sorry, Joy Boy." We didn't see the giant at all. Huh. That's odd. I mean, look, I don't want to use the word cock tease lightly, but yeah, this giant's been a complete cock tease. I mean, I'm sure they're doing something that's going to lead to something pretty major. But at the moment, I'm not entirely impressed with the giant. I mean, I've seen a lot of jokes about the giant doing more stuff than Dragon in the last 20 years. But, I don't know. Honestly, the giant's the only complaint about the chapter I have. This chapter was awesome. And honestly, it had just the right amount of comedy and action and to garner my attention. Which makes sense because One Piece is an action comedy. I like this chapter. No complaints here. So, yeah. By the way, in case anyone's wondering, I am going to be seeing a doctor later today to figure out what's wrong with me. Got a lot of busy work ahead of me today, but honestly, I mean, listen, after what happened last Monday, I'm pretty okay with what's going to be going on today. Have a few meetings to go to, stuff like that, but I should be able to make it out okay. So, yeah, I feel really good. Emotionally speaking, that is. So, I hope you all like this video. If you like this, share on YouTube channel, on social media. As always, I'm very home these videos for you guys watching George. You have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful Monday. And remember, when you guys want to talk to Jen with me, to let me know your back. Take care and make good choices. 607 all day, baby.